All right, what's going on, guys? We are back with another Dokkan Battle video, and today we're going to be going over the 40th anniversary campaign celebration details here. So this is a little mini celebration running alongside the Daima Goku celebration that is currently going on to commemorate 40 years of Dragon Ball, which is an incredible achievement in and of itself, and it's insane that this is still going as strong as it is. The fan base, the player base, people that just love Dragon Ball, and I'm 100% one of them. I've loved Dragon Ball ever since I was growing up. I've watched it, from when I was a wee lad to now being, in my mid 30s. I love this franchise. I love the show. I love the games. I love everything about it. And I am so glad to see that it is still going so strong and that so many people still hope for its success, because I definitely want it to keep going, and I definitely want it to keep evolving, as we've kind of seen in the past. So this is a fun little cool celebration to commemorate all of that. And there's going to be a couple events, there's going to be a couple characters and things like that. So let's jump in here, let's look at the details. So fantastic campaign celebrating 40th anniversary of Dragon Ball. Don't miss out on the special summon and events. So this is currently ongoing right now. And I believe it goes through pretty much the entire month of November. So the Dragon Ball manga is celebrating its 40th anniversary. The 40th anniversary campaign is on. Upon the first login during the campaign period, you'll get the wallpaper and the wallpaper manga volume 1 wallpaper, and you'll be able to recruit 5 of the manga Goku character here. Now the manga characters do look, I'd say, decently good, especially when run together. They're very synergistic. They're meant to be all in one team and just kind of go through. I don't think they're going to be teams that can crush hard content in the game, but they're going to be fun to just play, and they're just different. Their animations are cool. They take from the manga panels. They're not like the Legends characters with the high def, their own little playable whatever, but I love the style they did. And then after actually picking up the Goku and using him, doing link leveling and things like that, watching the animation kind of go in game is so smooth, and it actually just looks so good. And I'm actually really enjoying the character, and I'm excited for when the other ones come out to kind of put them all on a team and see how well they work together. There are special missions here that require you to complete certain events related to Dragon Ball Saga, Saiyan Saga, and other sagas that will be available. Complete the missions to get the treasure item, Dragon Ball 40th Anniversary Reward Ticket. The reward tickets can be exchanged for treasure items that feature all 42 manga volumes. This is kind of what they talked about in the live announcement, or the video announcement for this campaign, right? They got the treasure items here that cover all the manga volume covers. You'll be able to collect all these. Once you have done so, you'll be able to attempt a special event that will let you get a special wallpaper upon completion. And it is actually an animated wallpaper too, which is actually pretty cool. So I like wallpapers. I know a lot of people don't care. I think they're fun. I like to change them out all the time and just kind of use different backgrounds, and I like collecting. I'm a collector, man. I like to collect things. So being able to get these is fun. It's fun, it's different, and it adds a little more flair to the background of the game on the main menu. So very cool. I think this right here, the treasure items themselves, I think is a very cool thing to have in general, and then to get the wallpaper to kind of commemorate it is going to be even more fun. The special summons are going to be available. They're going to be able to recruit 3 featured characters per multi-summon, which is very, very good. And they did say that the summons were only going to be 30 stones a piece. So this is a very good thing, because if you have these very limited time characters and you're making people summon for them using dragon stones, you're going to want to make it worth their while. And it seems like they're doing that here. They're making it, much cheaper to do. Remember, it is still 30 stones. 30 stones is 30 stones. But you are getting 3 guaranteed featured per multi out of the, 5 characters that are available from this. 5 or 6? I think it's 5. Right? You have the Piccolo, the Vegeta, Frieza, Gohan, and Majin Buu. Right? Yeah, so you got all them there. So there's 5 characters. You're pulling 3 every time. Likelihood that you'll be able to pull all the ones you need very fast is up there. You don't have to sit there. You don't have to rainbow these guys. just getting one copy of each, it'll be plenty. That way you have them, you've collected them. If that's what you want to do. If you don't want to do that, then you don't have to, because you don't have to spend stones on it. You don't have to summon for what you don't want. But I think it's very cool. They're going to be very limited. I don't know if they're ever going to come back. So I'll definitely be jumping in and probably trying to rainbow them, depending on how much luck I have on getting all the different ones. We'll see. So this summon is actually available starting on the 6th, and we'll go through the entire month. Again, this is very reminiscent of like Legends, or not Legends, of Heroes, right? Every time we got the Heroes banner in November, they would have these, limited time characters, collaboration characters, and every multi you did, you were guaranteed to get one of the featured. So you were able to pull one of these guys every time you did a multi. So it's kind of the same thing here, except you're able to pull 3 of them, which is much better. That way you're not sitting there trying to go and go and go and go for these characters that, you may not really use all the time, or just for kind of collection purposes. But very fun, very cool, and I'm very much looking forward to this. So this will be on the 6th. This will be in a little under a week from now that this will become available. So yeah, dude, I think it's gonna be good. I think the team's gonna be fun to run. There's gonna be special missions here, so the panel missions actually will be available here. There's a bunch of different boards for them. This is where you're actually going to get those 40th anniversary tickets just by completing these different stages. So, clear stage 1 of the Grand Adventure, clear 21st World Tournament, Bulma's Wild Chase, blah, 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 so on, so on, so on. You're going to get these tickets. You're going to get more copies of the Goku in order to be able to freely build up his super attack, right? Because you do get the 5 copies, so you can do his hidden potential. After that, completing these missions will give you more copies of him to be able to actually get his full super attack level done without having to use any Kais or any other kind of Goku, right, to do this. So these panel missions are live, so you can look through them, right? You got the different boards here. You go through, yep, these are still there. These are still live. Board 3, yep, still going, so the 30th. There are some question mark missions, so that means that there are some events that are not yet in the data that will be put out later for you to be able to complete those missions. Yeah, like all this stuff here, you can't do any of these right here yet because they're not available. And then same with board 5 too. So once it's become available later, probably on the 6th, once the other characters actually drop, I would assume is when all that stuff will actually be active and be live and be able to be completed. But yeah, look forward to that. Get those done, get your tickets, get your manga covers, treasures, and then be ready for the special event once all that stuff becomes available. The next thing here is a new event. So Dragon Ball 40th Anniversary, the Pinnacle of Fighters. It's a limited event. You can do 3 times per day, and you'll be able to get skill orbs. So you get skill orbs exclusive to these characters here, which will be very good, right? They're very good. They're very fun. They run very synergistically, but for their stats aren't very high. So you're gonna need all the help you can. With these skill orbs will probably help them out a little bit. Running them all together definitely helps. And then obviously, like, the more copies you have will do better. But this is cool, right? You'll be able to get skill orbs for them, so you don't have to use any of your own. You'll have all these here that you'll be able to put on those characters. And then, Patan battle. Okay. So this is a long Patan. So it goes from the 13th all the way through the 27th, which is good because Patan, I almost never complete the collection on the first try. You usually have to wait till it comes back again and get it again. The current one that's going on right now, I'm still missing 2, and I've been doing it for like a couple days, and dude, I just can't. I can't seem to pull the ones that I need. So this is going to be very iffy for most people, because if you really have really bad RNG luck with what drops, you could be SOL, because this will probably never come back. So definitely hope that the drop rates for these are a little bit more increased, a little more variable, and variability to them. Make it a little bit easier to complete the entire set would be nice. But I don't know, man. Patan is just, it's just not it. I liked it when it first came out. I'm not a big fan now. And then some of these events are opening. They are open actually right now. They're available. so you can complete these events. These ones open up on the 6th with the rest of the characters, so I would just assume that all of these have to do with the panel missions in order to get all of the 40th reward tickets. Yeah, and then down here is just the wallpaper, which is very cool. I do have set as my background currently, probably will for a little while, because I think this is a very, very fun little background that we got here, and dude, I love this stuff. I do, I really do. But yeah, so that's gonna do it. That's everything for the 40th anniversary campaign for the Dragon Ball manga. Very cool, very fun little thing that they're doing here. A lot of commemorative stuff that they're giving out, you know, wallpapers, manga characters, manga treasures, probably another like really cool wallpaper here. The baton stuff is all, you know, for this. That's all the covers of all the mangas. So very fun, very cool, very much looking forward to this as it continues on, and I hope that you guys are as well. If you guys stuck around to the end of the video, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Let me know what you guys think of the Dragon Ball 40th anniversary campaign. Are you guys looking forward to the manga characters? Do you plan on summoning for them? Make sure you guys get your panel missions done so you can at least get the tickets to do the special event, to then get the special wallpaper. Even if you don't really care about wallpapers, it's very cool to do, very cool to have those treasure items. You know, they may never come around again. So better to do it now than to have missed out on some of this cool commemorative stuff. Like, subscribe, do the thing, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya!